Hello, I'm Esther. You would have heard about me through Isaiah's story of how I had brought him to church. When Isaiah first met me, I was actually a devout Buddhist. I was someone who would travel overseas often to visit temples to meditate. That's why, one day when I told him I decided to follow Jesus, he became very intrigued. To be honest, I had no plans to invite him to church, but Isaiah was curious and he had many questions about my new faith. I tried my best, as a 1 to 2 weeks old Christian, to answer his questions. Though I was new to the faith back then, I still tried my best. These questions did not scare me, because these were questions I knew I wanted to understand for myself too. We had many discussions, and eventually I asked him to join me at church so that he could really find the truth he seems to be searching for. I also started to invite him for some of the outreach programs we were running. And it was there that he witnessed several miracles that left him asking even more. After tagging along for multiple services and outreaches, there came a moment during a service that God's presence moved so powerfully, and Isaiah finally had a very real and personal encounter with Jesus. More than what he heard or read, he finally met God for himself and wept. From a man who was not very interested in the faith, Isaiah is now a man who is not just interested in God, but in the lives of others. Today, Isaiah co-leads with me in the outreach programs in our church. I'm glad I got to share with Isaiah about my new faith. Isaiah was my one for Jesus. Who is yours?